32.1 bonus seconds at the intermediate sprints, 10, 6 and 4 seconds on the line. If you're joining us for the first time today, Mathieu van der Poel, you can see in that green leader's jersey, he leads Matteo Trentin of Mitchelton Scott. You see them moving off on the left of your picture in the yellow and black jerseys. They by 1 second. You're watching out for Matteo Trentin today in the light blue Setterfield Points jersey. Jasper de Boist is third at 7 seconds. You can see his team of Lotto Soudal just moving up on the left of your picture there as well. Simon Clark in the Pinkervie of Education first. He's at 14 seconds. Mike Turnison of Jumbo-Visma is fifth at 15 seconds. Ben Swift is sixth at 19 with a group of riders there, including Armand Grøndal Jansen of Jumbo-Visma, Thomas Sprengers of Sport Vlaanderen Baloise, Niels Pollitt of Katusha Alpecin, and Andre Amador of Team Movistar, with 6 bonus seconds on 2 sprints, 10, 6 and 4 on the line. This looks like potentially I doubt they're going to bring it back before the first one, but in 6 kilometres time, we've seen it. It's not out of the question. They're riding into a headwind. Lotto Soudal though coming up en masse here. Jasper de Boist has been sprinting super well this week and really climbed well yesterday as well.
He has. He's ridden superbly well, and you see them, Mitchelton Scott, haven't seen them at all at the moment, so it doesn't look, at the moment anyway, I think they'll sit and bide their time, and nobody has to really be overly concerned, because that gap is starting to come down now, inside a minute, first time in quite a while that it's been this close. 50, just inside 50 kilometres to go. But yeah, those time bonuses, they seem very small at the moment. And you think, well, is it really worth the extra effort to try and put yourself through that? But well, come the end of the race, extremely close.
So 49 kilometres to go, heading towards Wirral. So we're going through the light. Oh, we're just running a little bit wide there. Going through West Kirby as we head towards Hoylake. So many of the schools out, getting into the spirit of everything. They just the break, just collecting themselves, just getting back together. Or Matt Bostock just checking over the shoulder, just to make sure everybody was back on. Bostock's got to make sure that he gets up here and takes the next sprint. Rory Townsend, again, if it comes back together, Rory Townsend potentially going through the finish line. He's got the opportunity again in that red jersey to make sure that he takes some points.
Not a lot of protection there from the wind, is there?
No, is it? It's, as we said, the wind coming in off the coast, and Tim Elverson was mentioning it as well. They got the if you're interested in your weather and your wind, which plays such a major part of cycling, the wind blowing straight in off the coast for the riders today, and it just means that there's certain sections, the big section that they've had here, and riders down. Rory Townsend is down there, so Rory Townsend on that corner, the Iceberg Sprints leader we were just talking about, and he looks like he's gone down quite heavily there. You see he's lost quite a lot of big chunk taken out of his shorts there, so we saw the breakaway have an issue there. Let's have a look. So they're going through, they're just running wide as they go through that section. So Rory Townsend, unfortunately, has taken a tumble there. And again, Rob, that's what happens. This is the nature of the bike race, isn't it? Because we're going blind into these corners. You don't know how wide the exit to the corner is, and Rory's got right down in the centre here. Yeah,
and the problem is we saw it. Oh, he's just gone down on his hip, so that will be sore. He's going to have to shake that out, and all the team will be stopping with him. As we see, well, Andrew Tennant there just behind the vehicle, number 121. And there's a couple more stopping. And that's good news, in as much as the team have done the right thing. Have a rider like Andrew Tennant stop with you, that's absolutely perfect. Not an ideal situation to be in, but you just have to, you can't panic, you've got to make the most of it. As we can see, the doctor's car just come up alongside just to check.
Just have a quick chat with Rory Townsend. There you go, the River Mersey. It's a beautiful shots as we look over towards Liverpool today. This is the part of the world that we're in today. And the famous song, The Ferry Across the Mersey, the origins here in Birkenhead that we finish in today. The Birkenhead Priory was founded in 1150, and the monks of the Benedictine monastery looked after travellers for nearly 400 years and supervised the first regulated ferry across the Mersey. Rory Townsend, you've got a feel for him as well here, haven't you, Rory? When you battle, we see them up there, and you get so invested in these guys, don't you? He's been battling hard, because when you take a big chunk out your hip like that as well, you can see the arm, the hip, that kind of thing. That again, he's got to try and get to the finish also, but sleeping tonight, sprinting it out, it just impedes you a little bit.
Yeah, the bruising, when you start to get obviously the grazing, that's one thing, but the bruising, especially around your hips, is something that can be really difficult and have an effect. It's not necessarily the day after, sometimes it's 2 or 3 days after that as well.
Yeah, so he's got to recover